started at TechBridge, and tell me, tell me what that's been like, and then
hmm
tell me where we're going.
That's great. So the first thing I'll say is that public sector, what I found is that public sector and nonprofits are very similar in their mindset. So,
Mm-hmm.
so the fact that while it may seem brief, that description of my background was about 20 years
Mm-hmm.
in the K-12 sector, and so the first thing I noticed that there is the same kind of energy in that exists between nonprofits and K-12, and that energy also is not just in the people and the heart of service that exists, but also this idea that innovation and technology is usually kind of respectfully the last thing because you're like kind of, we've got this hard, we're going to do this, and technology is kind of
Mm-hmm.
sometimes an afterthought. We refreshed our mission about 5 years ago, and the mission now is to break the cycle of generational poverty through the use of innovative technology to transform nonprofits and communities. And so, in my first kind of 60 days, I said, okay, so that's the what.
Mm-hmm.
How are we really doing that? And what I found is that we have a whole we have a whole cadre of products that answer the how. And I started kind of looking at the website, and this predates Adam. And the reason why you're here, Adam, is I'm thinking we're not really telling our story, right?
Right.
Because our how is certainly, what our roots were, which is that we're helping nonprofits, but which nonprofits are we helping? And if we start to kind of move all of the pieces, where we're really great is in hunger relief and the phenomenal work that we're doing with Feeding America. And where we're really great is in homeless support and the phenomenal work that we're doing with our partner CTA. We're literally moving people out of homelessness through the use of data and connecting them not just with the empty beds, but with all of the services that a vulnerable individual might need. And then about a year and a half ago, we launched Justice Server, where we are bringing efficacy to legal service organizations. And not just bringing efficacy, but once we kind of put all of the pieces in place, they can then kind of take a step back and say, okay, well, here are some cases that pro bono attorneys that have the heart for this work, that want to help low-income clients, we can match them and we
Yeah.
can give them the help that they want.
Right.
And then finally, the fourth area that we do really great work in is workforce development. 3 years in, 200 individuals, which equal 200 families impacted by our ability to prove that you can make middle wages in this technology space without a 4-year degree.
That's right.
And we
That's right.
can do that in a very structured and deliberate fashion over 16 weeks, and we can do it for free. And we can do it with partners, and we can have the business community help us in this effort, and we can have our executive ambassadors help us in this effort, and we can not only put them in jobs, but we can also make sure that they survive, that they thrive by providing them with ongoing coaching once we kind of staff them. And so if I look at this collective, that's the how.